Hello students, let us now move on to the next topic, which is allocation of frames. Okay, so you all know the pages when in main memory are called frames, and how these frames are allocated is discussed in this topic. The frames can be empty frames or the frames can be replaced frames. Okay, so you know that each process needs minimum number of pages. Okay, so there's an example given here in IBM 370. Okay, so there is an instruction by name SS move which requires 6 pages to handle this. That is, let's say the instruction is of 6 bytes. So for the instruction, we need 2 pages, and for the from and to. So since this is move, we'll have to move from to another place that is mentioned in to. So each requires 2 pages. So this is what each of the instructions require some minimum set of pages. Okay. So there are two major allocation schemes. One is a fixed allocation and one is a priority allocation. So in fixed allocations, we will see that each of the processors will be getting a fixed number of frames. Okay, so here it's very simple. So they have given an example here. If there are 100 frames in a main memory and there are 5 processes, then 100 divided by 5 is 20. So each of the process will give 20 frames, irrespective of their priority. Nothing will be considered. So each of the frames will be given, each of the processes will be given equal number of frames. So that is one kind of allocation which is fixed, that is equal allocation. Okay, so in proportional allocation, fine, you will have a proportionate ratio. Okay, so there is a formula for it. So here this is the number of pages. Okay, and this is the total number of pages of all put together all the processes, and m is the number of frames. See, for example, m is the total number of frames in the main memory, and there are two processes, S1 and S2. S1 requires 10 pages and S2 requires 127 pages. So now calculating for the first process. So SI for first process is 10 and S is collectively, it is 10 plus 127. Okay, so this is summation of the pages. So 10 plus 127 is 137 into the total number of frames, which is 64. So when you calculate, you get 5. And for A2, which is process 2, you get 127 divided by 137 into 64, which is 59. So according to this proportional allocation, the first process gets 5 frames and the second process get 59 frames. So this is the fixed allocation. We have two types, equal, where equal number of frames are given to processes, and in proportional allocation, based on this formula, we will allocate frames for each of the process. But there is a disadvantage here. Okay, see, for example, let's say that S1 is a high priority process and S2 is not so high priority process. So but here we are seeing that a high priority process has got lesser number of frames compared to a low priority process, and it was only based on the number of pages they required. Okay, so this is one disadvantage of proportional allocation, that is irrespective of their priority, it is simply giving frames or allocating frames based on a particular formula or equal allocation. So there is no importance given to high priority processes here. Okay, so this is one kind of allocation. So under fixed allocation, you have two types, equal allocation and proportional allocation, and in both of the types, priority of processes are not considered. So to overcome that, there is another scheme called as priority allocation. So in priority allocation, we will consider the priorities of the processes rather than their size. So we will use the same proportional allocation scheme and we will use the priorities rather than size. Okay, so if a high priority process PI generates a fault, then it can replace one of its frames, or it can replace a frame that is having a low priority. Okay, coming to the next kind of frame allocation, which is global and local allocation. It's simple. Okay, we don't have to go in depth. Global replacement is, see, for example, this is a main memory, right? You'll have it divided into many frames. So in global replacement, so let's say there is P1 has been allocated 2 frames, and P2 has been allocated 3 frames. So in global replacement, P1 can replace frames from P2, and P2 can replace frames from P1. So this is global. It is process selects a replacement frame from set of all the processes. That is, one process can take a frame from another. That is, P1 can take any of these 3 free frames, or P2 can take any of these 2 frames. So this is global replacement, but local replacement is different. That is, P1 cannot take the frames of P2, and P2 cannot take the frames of P1. That is, each process selects only from its own set of allocated frames. This is what is global versus local allocations. Okay. So these are the 4 techniques. One is fixed allocation. So you have equal and proportionate. Then you have priority allocation, which is nothing but based on priority you give. Then you have a local replacement and a global replacement. I hope this is clear. It's a very small topic, easy to remember as well. Thank you.